this project, I interviewed Redempta Oburu, who is living in my hall and is from Kenya. She's a sophomore at Daystar University, majoring in communications with an emphasis in electronic media publication. So she's spending this semester here at Northwestern doing classes in the United States. She's only been here for 6 weeks. She got here mid-August and has then moved in and been doing classes. So as I talked to her, she said there were a lot of similarities between her education in Kenya and her education here, but she also noticed a lot of differences. The biggest one that came up for her the most in the interview was the emphasis on finals in America versus Kenya. Here our finals carry anywhere from 25 to 50% of our final grade, but in Kenya they carry somewhere between 70 and 80% of their final grade. Along with this, at the end of every year there's national exams, so every student in the country takes the same tests. They also have levels of education. They have primary, secondary, and university level education, and if you don't pass an exam at the end of one of those levels, you either repeat grades or you don't go on to the next level of education. So there's a lot more emphasis on finals, and in that, then the daily work doesn't really matter. The daily work is there to help you if you're not understanding it, but ultimately it's up to you as a student, and it's your responsibility to make sure that you're understanding the concepts and are retaining them for that final at the end of the year, and then ultimately end of a few years. Their secondary level final exam to go on to the university is over 4 years of material. I think there's a lot that we can learn from this as teachers, but the two things that I think are most important is evaluating our daily work to see that it is pushing our students towards that final, and then also how we do our finals. Redempta only had to do daily work if she needed more help in understanding a concept or getting a handle on something. So she feels a lot busier here because she has to keep up on a syllabus even when the work isn't necessarily helping her. So I think as teachers to be really aware and careful about the projects we pick is important so that they are pushing our students toward understanding the concept and being ready for the final. And then finally, she said her finals are application based. So it's about taking a concept, internalizing it, and then applying it to a situation on the final. And so I think, again, that's getting into those higher levels of learning. So it's important as teachers to start at the facts, but then be pushing towards higher level, be pushing towards application. And then for tests, to not expect our students necessarily to memorize lists of facts or this many whatevers, but to really get them to wrestle with these ideas so that they can apply them on the test. I think that these are two important lessons that we can take, and hopefully they will help us improve our teaching